You folks, Frank Jolly back again, and this time I'm going to do another download. I've done this before, every breath you take, and this is the same student wants me to do another download, saying that the first one was a bit confusing or whatever. It was not confusing, it was a bit patchy, and because there was no, I think, did I sing? I'm not so sure. This time I'm going to try it again, but this time I'm going to try to sing at the same time. I can't sing like, what's his name, Sting. Anyway, this song is actually a daunting song. It's a song whereby I think this lady probably walked out on him and probably, at that time, and was probably stalking her or whatever. So this song is a bit, I wasn't too really happy, I wasn't really too keen on this song, but apparently it was very popular then and now, right? Everybody seems to like this song because it's got this. To me, it's a daunting or scary tune, but to others, it was, I think, somewhat. I don't know. I think many people don't understand the implications of this song, right? I mean, uh, whatever. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to do the song and do a bit of singing to it. And of course, this is not a cover version. So if ever I make any mistakes or whatever, I just come to stop and do it again live. So it starts off. By the way, this song actually is a bass run, and Sting, when he first did it on his first album, he played with a double bass, a huge bass. He was like singing, playing with his double bass, huge bass. And then later on, when he performed, I remember I organized one of his concerts at Putra Stadium. He played electric bass guitar, and actually the entire song is actually based on that particular riff. So what I did was I took the riff and I transposed all the notes into a classical guitar thing lah. So if I'm playing it on a classical guitar, it is exactly the same. It's exactly the same notes that he plays on the bass guitar, except that I'm playing it on. He he would be playing it more on G sharp, which is A flat, and I'll be playing it on just G. Not much difference. Okay. So start off with this is the G add 9. Then you go to E minor add 9. And you go to C add 9. And a D sus 2 and a G. Singing starts at every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. You notice that earlier when the riff, after G at 9, E minor at 9, and C at 9, and a D sus 2, he goes back to a G at 9. But when he's singing, he goes back to E minor at 9. If you all are wondering what this E minor at 9 G, and okay, a normal G would be like that, okay, but to add the 9, I played this. This is the G at 9, and when you're playing the E minor, of course E minor is like this, but I just pull this finger out here from this E minor to here to make it at 9. So, and then when you're playing the C, the at 9 will be here. This little pinky there, that's adding the 9. And what else? The D, you're playing a D sus 2. D sus 2, just open one finger, okay? D sus 2 is easier to play than a D because you're lifting up one finger. If you're adding one finger down, it's D sus 4, remember, okay? And when you're playing this, it's normal D. When you lift this middle finger up, it's the D sus 2. Okay, so I just hope you got through with the chords or whatever. So I just start with the singing part, okay? Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step. The C, when you notice that for a G and the E, there's two bars, but when it comes to the C and D, between the C and D, it's only one bar, okay? So it's the shorter thing, Okay, every bond you break, and every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Okay, here, instead of going back to the normal G, he goes to the E minor add 9. So verse 2, you'll notice that he doesn't go back to E minor add 9. He would go from a G add 9 to a E minor add 9 to a C add 9 to a D sus2, and then it goes to a G add 9, back to the G add 9, not the E minor add 9, but because this is the prelude to the chorus where he goes to a C. Okay, so if this sounds confusing, just listen to the song, okay? So verse 2, every single day, every word you play, no, every word you play, every word you say, like, every game you play, every night, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching. Go back to G at 9. Hey, what am I hitting? Okay, to figure out the sequence of the, you have to go by trial and error. Okay, you listen to the notes and because you can't figure out where my thumb is going as far as the note is concerned, because unless you slow it down. But it's basically, if I can tell you exactly the notes I'm playing in a matter of a tab, or get the tabs written down there at the bottom like the other videos. But it's basically too, actually I would use the word superfluous, because people don't want to read the tabs. And especially those who come to see me to teach them personally. When I say, okay, I'm going to write the tabs. No, I don't want it. You just show me where the chords are, which strings to hit. So they rather learn it that way, okay? It's a lot faster than to read those tadpoles. Tadpoles is the earlier notes. Now when you have all those quavers, semi-quavers, semi-demi, hemi, demi, semi-demi, quavers, which I started off learning, but now it's simple tabs. Tabs basically is based on the strings of the guitar, if you notice that. So here, I would suggest that maybe you just listen to the notes and then figure out which strings I'm hitting on the guitar, okay? So, okay, back to every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. Okay, here again the C, between the C and the D is one bar each, okay? So that means, oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches. Okay, here, when it goes to the A at 9, this is a bit different from the rest. It's a A at 9. A at 9, basically, this is how you play the A chord. Actually, it's a A7, okay? A7. But this is the A. But basically, if I play an A, and if I were to bring the middle finger out to here, okay, my little pinky here will represent the third finger that is in the center, okay? So this is where the add 9 is, eh? Okay, get it again. A and this finger add up. Okay, if I can put these 3 fingers and add these fingers also, it's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing, it's A at 9. Okay? Or if I just put 2 fingers. Okay, so let's work this out again, eh? Oh, can't you see? What? You belong to me. No, it's A at 9. How my poor heart aches. With every step you take, go to D immediately. From the A at 9, you go to the D sus2. Okay? And then you go back to with every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake, I'll be watching you. Go back to E minor again, eh? Okay, the bridge. Okay, when it comes to the bridge, he's not playing the riff anymore. Okay, he's just strumming basically E flat, since you're gone. Yeah, I've been lost without a trace. F, I dream at night and I can only see your face. I look around and it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold and I long for your embrace. And I keep crying, baby, 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 please. This is the G. Okay, here, then it goes back to the same riff again. So basically, that's the entire song. The bridge you don't have to learn much. There is no what's the word, riff. Okay, there's no riff. It's not complicated. It's only simple chords, and basically you just got to scream the song out because. I think at that time, Sting was really hilarious. He was, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes at that time, I think. But I guess that was like, what, decades ago. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so now I'm going to sign off. Okay, I'm going to sign off the song, and hopefully the person that I'm teaching the song to will figure out how to sing. It's not an easy song to play and sing. You can't play the riffs and sing. I tell you, I think for Sting to do it, to play the bass guitar or to play the double bass guitar and sing at the same time, it's not easy because you got to concentrate on the riff, and at the same time you got to concentrate on singing. It's not easy, So this song, if you're going to try to sing it and play the riffs at the same time, you got to practice. You really got to practice. Okay, so that's all I can say. Practice makes permanent. Okay, everybody says practice makes perfect. No, it does not make perfect. Practice just makes it permanently. What I meant by permanent is that it becomes like it's got to be second nature. It's got to be second nature. Like you got to do it every day, whereby you would play the bass subconsciously. What I'm talking when you do something subconsciously is like when you've been driving the car. You've been driving a car for 30 years, 40 years. You're not aware of those days we had gears. Okay. Now it's all automatic, but those days we had gears. Okay, so I remember the first day when I learned how to drive the car. It's like first a second I got to pull it down, and then third I got to go into a H mode and pull it up, and then the fourth gear I got to bring it down, and I keep forgetting and I keep messing it up. But after I've been driving for like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever, 4 years or whatever, I can be talking to my friend and not aware that I am changing the gears automatically because it's been transferred into your subconscious. So basically what's happening is that if you want to play this song and sing at the same time, and And if you have got to get those riffs into your subconscious mode. In subconscious mode, that means you got to play it without thinking, and then you concentrate on singing. Okay, or vice versa, whatever. You can sing the song by heart, and then you have to concentrate. It is either or. It's either or. You either concentrate to do to concentrate on both. The word is multitasking. You're multitasking means you're doing two things at the same time, and it's two different things. So you got to practice, keep on practicing, so that one part of the whole song, the riff goes into subconscious, and then you sing along with the song. In fact, you see me, I'm trying hard to do it, and basically I'm like I've been playing like for 50 years, but I mean these songs are all new to me. I just learned it because I'm actually playing it to teach my students, okay, at the same time. So it's not part of my repertoire. If I am playing, it's part of my repertoire, and I'm playing it in a pub, for example, and I'm playing it every day for the past 20 years. So it will become second nature. It will be subconscious, and you'll be doing it automatically without thinking. Okay, that's basically it. That's the whole idea about guitar playing. Okay, whatever the other YouTubers tell you also, yeah, whatever they tell you makes sense now. Okay, as far as guitar playing, everybody thinks like when they want to come and learn guitar from me, they will think that it's like magic. When they come after the first lesson, I will just use my magic wand and pass all my 50 years of skills to them. No, you got to learn. You got to learn to play it, and you got to practice like mad. You got to practice. I don't know, when I tell them practice 5 hours, 6 hours a day. What do you mean 5 hours, 6 hours a day? Okay, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour a day, 1 hour. Because actually, if you really ask me, during the time when I was in the band, that's the amount of time we spend practicing. You're talking about 5, 6 hours a day. I'm serious about this. When we tell that to students, they kind of like, what? So okay. You don't believe me? Never mind. Practice just 1 hour a day. Okay. So in the meantime, I don't want to talk too much. Every time I keep talking, my family members keep saying, you Frank, I think you talk too much. You better concentrate more on teaching. So in the meantime, look there. I look down. You see my subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel, okay, so that I can come up with more of these lessons to teach.